Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be, a level 1 to 2. So you can just move through what works for you. If you know how to modify in any way, feel free to do so. And just make sure you have a nice clear space and a nice mat set up. If you want to block, you can set that. And let's go ahead and find a nice tall seat. So coming into a seated meditation here, and I'm honored to hold this space for you all today. It's a beautiful Thursday. We had a bit of sun here in Nelson. It's kind of overcast now, which is, good for filming. So it's nice and bright, but not too bright. So just to organize your seat, you can ground both sitting bones nice and evenly. And feel the weight evenly distributed between each sit bone. You can take a full exhale, empty in the lungs. And from the base of your spine, take a full inhale, lengthen all the way up through your crown. Keep your heart lifted, and as you exhale, soften your shoulders. And rest your hands at your knees. And bring your thumb and pointer finger to meet. And just arriving here in the space. Beginning to just come aware of the breath and any sensation in your body. Perhaps taking a scan. And just allowing the dust to settle here. Give yourself the next hour to just be with your breath, move your body, and allow any thoughts, any ruminating thoughts to just, fade away into the background for the next hour or so. And if you find those thoughts coming back or you get distracted, just come back to what you're doing, come back to your breath, come back to sensation in the body. Let's begin to invite an Ujjayi breath, in and out through your nose. Little restriction or narrowing at the back of your throat. And as you find this fluid breath, envision your rib cage expanding 360 degrees as you inhale. And then as you exhale, find just a subtle grounding effect back down to earth. I'm just taking a moment to let go here and just be with what is. Using this heating breath to warm up your body, warm up the tissues, ligaments, tendons, and bones. Let's go ahead and flutter open the eyes. Let's join the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Please join me for one sound of Om. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale to Om, one time. I hope you all have a wonderful practice. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. And find your way to hands and knees as you're ready, tabletop position. Let's take the shoulders over the wrists, knees just below the hips, hip bone distance apart. Cat-cows. As you inhale, gently drop the navel, lift the heart. Exhale and round your spine, press down. Inhale, drop the navel, lift the heart, gaze up. And exhale to round. Good. 3 more just like this. Just beginning to awaken your spine, connecting this movement with your breath. Good. Let's inhale back through center. Draw your low belly in and up so you can find a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, head and neck nice and aligned here with your spine. Let's take the right leg straight back with an inhale, float your foot, and then take your left arm forward and hold. If you feel a little wobbly, you can shift back slightly. Good. Exhale, release the hand, release the knee. And with your next breath, stretch your left leg straight back. Level the pelvis, reach out through the toes, and take your right arm forward. Good. Coming back to your deep breath, allow this Ujjayi breath to guide you through your practice. Release the hand, release the knee. And let's make our way to Balasana Child's Pose. Take your knees nice and wide, especially if you have any tension in your hips. Stretch your arms forward and enjoy 5 deep breaths. Really visualize where you're sending the breath in your body. Good. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling completely. Once more. And with an inhale, let's shift forward, hands and knees. Take your hands about 1 whole hand distance forward, tuck your toes. Lift your hips high to the sky for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If this is your first movement practice of the day, let's take a few pedals with the feet, warming up the hamstrings and ankles. Good. Finding a nice, steady, soft gaze. And then as we settle into the posture here, spread out your fingers, root down through the knuckles, push the mat away. Spread your shoulder blades wide on your back body, hugging your biceps together. Navel lifts in and up, tailbone reaches high to the sky, and then work to anchor your heels down towards the mat. Feeling some energy begin to build in the upper body. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Get soft bend into the knees. Take a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Let's pick up opposite elbows here and just let your head rest right down. Releasing any tension in the neck and shoulders. You can take a figure of 8 with the head. Allowing the weight of the shoulders to gently lengthen the spine. Good. Release the hands, walk your hands forward, downward facing dog. And with your next inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. Hold it there, square your hips, zipper your navel to your spine, stretch out through your toes. Nice full breaths in and out. Good. Exhale, release the right leg and switch. Left leg high to the sky. Press evenly through the palms, navel to spine. Stretch out through your toes. Good. Release the left leg. Let's inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Really protract your shoulder blades, spread them apart. Head and neck nice and neutral. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And let's hold for 5 breaths. Good. With your next inhale, shift forward on the tiptoes, set your knees down, and with an exhale, slowly lower. As you lower, let your chest come through, shoulder blades draw together, and then let the chest land, point your toes, roll your shoulders back, ground the tops of the feet, and with an inhale, peel your chest up, head comes up last, gaze up. Tuck your toes and exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg high to the sky. And with your exhale, hug knee to nose, round and squeeze. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, knee to nose. Good. For 3. For 2. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, step the right leg between your palms. Set your left knee down. Let's come on up to a low lunge. Float your arms overhead. Hook your thumbs, squeeze your left glute, and with an exhale, side bend up and over to your right. Good. Belly button to spine. Inhale back through center, reach up. Hands connect to the mat. Step to high plank. So you can use that modified variation or shift forward for chaturanga. Lowering halfway. Inhale, roll over the toes. Squeeze your glutes, hug your ankles together. Up dog. Exhale, roll back over the toes. Downward facing Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in. And full exhale. Inhale, take your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round and squeeze. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, knee to nose for 3. For 2. For 1, knee to nose, shift forward, left leg between the palms, set your right knee down, sweep your arms up, hook your thumbs opposite direction, reach up, squeeze your right glute, and side bend up and over to your left. Ground into your feet, inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, hands connect to the mat, step to plank, shift forward, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale through up dog, shoulders soft, take your triceps back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and full exhale. Bring your big toes to touch, lift your heels high, bend knees, gaze forward. You can step or hop feet to hands, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips and stand all the way up. And let's find mountain pose. Good, inhale, stretch and reach up, gaze up, inhale. Exhale, fold all the way down. Halfway lift to lengthen. Chaturanga, step or hop back. Inhale through up dog or cobra, point those toes, gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Inhale up. Exhale, cross it under, right to left. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Come up to tented fingers, shift forward. Step the right leg between your palms. Ground into fingertips and lengthen your spine forward. Good, work to square your hips off here. And then from the core, high lunge, circle all the way up. Good, float your arms forward and down. Reach back through the thumbs. And then inhale, come on back up. Good, let's go for 5. Inhale up, slow and steady. For 3. For 2. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, hands connect to the mat. Step to plank, shift forward and lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Flow with your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Inhale up. Cross it under, left to right. Inhale up. Knee to nose, shift forward, come up to tented fingers. Step your left leg between your palms. Sink your hips down, level of the knee. And then slowly rise up, high lunge. Good, settle here. Hug your inner thighs together like crazy. So really stabilizing the pelvis here. Exhale, float your arms forward and back. Inhale up for 5. Inhale up. And exhale, forward and back. 4. 3. 2. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, hands connect to the mat, step to plank, shift forward, lower halfway. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch, lift your heels high, bend knees, step or hop, feet to hands. Halfway lift, Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, mountain pose. Chair pose, big toes touch, bend your knees, sink low, float your arms up, inhale. Surya Namaskar B, exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step or hop back, cycle through, up dog or cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Pivot your left heel, step your right leg between your palms, Virabhadrasana A. Stretch and reach up, lengthen up through the crown. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Right heel pivots, left leg forward. Warrior one, stretch and reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha, downward facing dog. Enjoy 5 breaths here. Nice, steady, soft gaze. Even pressure through your palms. Navel lifting in and up. Work to find that core set of your abdominals. Good, one more big breath in. At the end of your exhale, lift your heels, bend knees, step or hop, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Utkatasana, sit low, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Separate your feet hip distance, fold down, catch your big toes for a bind. Lengthen halfway. Pull upwards on the front of your thighs and exhale, fold. Elbows nice and wide. Lift the shoulder blades up away from the base of your neck and allow the crown of the head to just hang right down. Good, inhale, lengthen. Second set, same thing again, or slide your hands underneath the front of the feet. Lean forward, and with your exhale, fold. Breathing into your back body, feeling a nice lengthening there. Good, one more big breath in. Release your hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips, stand all the way up. Take your arms forward, lift up to the balls of your feet, navel to spine, send your hips back with a neutral spine. So a little curve in the low back, slowly lower, steady focus gaze to one point, come down just below a hover, or just above a hover, and breathe here. You come a little bit lower just before a resting point, get a nice stretch through the front of the thighs. One more big breath in. And with your exhale, slowly stand all the way back up. Take your arms overhead, inhale. Heels down, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing your cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg high to the sky, bend your right knee and peel your hip open. Even pressure through the palms, work to corset, draw the front ribs in, and stretch that right knee high. Exhale, curl forward, knee to nose, round and squeeze. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Inhale up. Exhale, cross it under, transition, fall in triangle, spin the left heel down and float your right leg. Right leg can be down, or you can lift it up. Firm pressure through that right palm, gaze to left hand. Good, thread the gap, all the way back, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg up. Bend the knee, squeeze the glute, peel the hip open, press into your palms. One more inhale here. And exhale, curl forward, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Inhale up. Exhale, cross it under, transition, fall in triangle, spin the right heel down. Left foot comes down, hips up. Or float the left leg, gaze to right palm, firm pressure through that left hand. Keep breathing, it's okay to shake. Just warming up. Thread the gap, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Big toes touch, lift your heels high. Bend your knees, step or float forward. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, sit low, stretch your arms high, high, high. Bring your hands to your heart, and with your exhale, twist to the right. Good, firm pressure through the palms to brighten up the chest. Spin your gaze up. Stay here, floating the arms. Good, palms meet, back through center, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Deep breath in and twist left. Good, staying here, floating the arms. Hips low, heart high. Good, hands meet, back through center, chair pose, inhale. Exhale and fold, stretch your legs. Halfway lift. Step, hop, or float. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg high to the sky, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Hold here, transition. Straighten the right leg, and then bend it. Straighten and bend, straight, bend, straight, bend. Kick it back and up. And switch, right leg down, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Transition, hold here. Straighten, and then bend, straighten, bend, straight, bend, straight. Kick it back up. Downward facing dog. Come onto your elbows. Lift out of your shoulders. Pressure through the elbows. Crown nice and heavy. Lift your heels high, dolphin plank. Good, set your knees down, rest a moment in child's pose. Regulate your breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, come on up to tented fingers. Stretch your right arm out to the side. Thread it through the left, bringing the right outer shoulder to the mat. You can gaze to the left or keep the forehead down. Good, press into left palm back through center. Take your left arm out to the side, and with an exhale, thread it under. Feel a nice stretch to that outer deltoid, forehead to mat, or left ear. Good, back through center. Shift forward, hands and knees. Find downward facing dog. Take your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Step your right leg between your palms and float your arms back alongside your body. Reach out through your thumbs. Lengthen crown forward and hold. Navel to spine. Work to square the hips off. Take your arms wide, palms face down, and then turn the palms forward and take your arms alongside your ears. Good, find a twist. Left hand down, right arm to sky. Breathe into your right outer hip. Good, float the right arm forward. Step to plank. Cycle through, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Shift forward, step the left leg between your palms, and float your arms back along your side body. Square off the hips, shoulder blades squeeze, stretch out through the thumbs. And then wave your arms wide, palms face forward, and then take those arms forward alongside the ears. Find your twist. Right hand to the inside of ankle or to a block, left arm to sky. Breathe into left outer hip. Wave the arm back through center, step to high plank, cycle through, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Take your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Right leg between the palms. High lunge, float your arms up. Sink low and tap the left knee down. Exhale up. Inhale, tap. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge, come on up. Hands to heart, shift forward, twist right, exhale. Float your arms wide and breathe. Good. Windmill back to center. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bakasana, crow pose. Palms shoulder distance. Lift your heels high. Take your knees to the backs of the upper arms. And then lift your heels towards your sit bones. Claw them out with the fingertips and gaze forward, just beyond the front of your mat. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step or hop back. Cycle through up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg high to the sky. Exhale, hug knee to nose. Step it forward. High lunge, float your arms up. Sink the right knee down. And then exhale, lift. For 10, 9, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float your hands forward. Step forward and fold. Pick up opposite elbows, and then take your feet a little wider. Hands below shoulders, take a halfway lift. Oh, we forgot the twist on the other side. Okay, step it back. Low lunge, come on up. Hands to heart, shift forward, twist left. Good, back through center, inhale. Step forward and fold. Now take those feet mat distance. Left hand right below the shoulder or to a block. Bring your hand to your low back, your sacrum. Draw your belly in and up, and we're gonna twist your torso to the right. And take that right arm up, turn the thumb down, find a little half bind, roll the shoulder back, breathe here. Good, unwind back through center. Right hand below the shoulder, lengthen, navel to spine. Take your left arm up and twist your torso to the left. Turn the thumb down, find that half bind. Breathing here. Good, unwind. Set your palms, bring your feet together. Step or float back. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, reset here, realign, reconnect with your breath. Lift your heels high, bend knees, step or hop, feet to hands, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, stand all the way up, take your arms overhead, and exhale, mountain pose. Arms rest at side. Step back with your right leg. Let's turn to face the long edge of your mat. Turn your right leg out. Take your arms wide for Virabhadrasana 2. As you exhale, bend your right knee to square. Shoulders over hips. Reach in opposition and gaze beyond the right middle finger. Good. At the same time as you spread your feet apart, hug your heels together. Take one more inhale here. And with your exhale, hot triangle. Right elbow to the inside of the knee, left arm stretches up. Really press your elbow into your inner thigh and sink your hips forward and down. Stay here, sweep the left arm alongside your ear, and then float your right arm, no hands. 5 breaths. Good, warrior two, inhale, come up. Reset. Right palm to sky, reverse. Stay here as you exhale. Inhale, return. Straighten your right leg and pivot. Right toes turn in, left leg turns out. Exhale, warrior two. Shoulders over hips, knee over ankle, reach in opposition. Gaze beyond the middle finger, 5 deep breaths. Good, sink a little deeper into that front thigh. Get it parallel to the floor. Inhale here. Navel to spine, left elbow to the inside of the knee, hot triangle, gaze up. Stay here, float the right arm alongside your ear, sink the hips forward and down, and float that left arm. 5 breaths, no hands. Good, rise up, warrior two. Left palm to sky, reverse. Stay here as you exhale. Inhale, return. Straighten front leg, and let's pivot again, triangle pose. Shorter stance, use a block if you need. Arms wide. Exhale, side bend to your right. Hook your big toe. Spin your right ribs up towards your left, and find a soft gaze. Good, staying here, let's sweep that left arm alongside the ear. Reach from the top of the left hip to pinky finger. And then option, little bend into that right knee. Float your right arm. Hold it here, 5 breaths. This is the power, core power portion. Good, press into the ball of the right foot and come on up. Switch sides, right toes turn in, left toes out. Heels aligned on the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to your left. Hook your big toe. Spin your ribs up towards the right. And gaze up to that right palm. Stay here, float the right arm alongside your ear, and then hover, belly button to spine, left arm forward, 5 deep breaths. Press into the ball of the foot, come on up. Turn to face the long edge of your mat, shorten the stance, and bring your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders back for Pasarita Padottanasana. Deep breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, hinging from your hips. Slow as you come down. Stay active through the legs and core. Take the hands below the shoulders and re-lengthen halfway. Long spine. Think of back bending your upper back. Exhale and fold. Crown towards the floor. 5 deep breaths. Hands below shoulders, lengthen halfway, inhale. Exhale, take your arms wide, charge your legs, spread your feet apart, and slowly rise up. Take your arms overhead, and step your feet together. Okay, mountain pose. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Balancing on the left foot, let's bend and lift the right leg. Hug your knee towards your chest, and then catch your big toe. You can take the left hand to the hip or stretch your left arm high. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So the knee can stay bent any amount. With an exhale, extend the right leg forward. Holding here, leaning back slightly to lift the right leg. Heart stays lifted, extending upwards through the crown. And with your next exhale, take your right leg out to the side. Right inner thigh spins up, left arm to left. Staying here, shifting the gaze to your left. Good, charge the standing leg back through center, inhale. Float your right leg and take your arms up, hold it there. Firm your thigh, keep breathing for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lift it a little higher, and then release, mountain pose. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Other side, balance on the right, hug your left knee in, give it a squeeze. Option to catch your big toe, right hand to hip, or take the right arm up. Good, with an exhale, extend the leg forward any amount. Retract the upper right, left arm bone into your shoulder. Lean back to lift the leg a little higher. And with your exhale, take that left leg out to the side. Right arm to the right, and gaze to your right. Good, charge the standing leg back through center, inhale, float your left leg, take your arms up, hold it there. Squeeze your thigh, root down to lift a little higher, holding for 3, for 2, and for 1, release it down. Top of the mat, cycle through, inhale, stretch up, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, step or float back. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Come onto your elbows, dolphin plank, second set. Fan out your fingers or lace your hands. Walk your feet as close to your elbows as you can. Head stays off the mat. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet back, come into a forearm plank. Shoulders over wrists, zipper the navel, holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press up, downward facing dog. Take your right leg high to the sky. Step your right leg to the outside of right palm and set the left knee down. You can heel toe the right foot out a little farther. And then from here, let's twist to the right. Turn your torso to the right. You can stay here, take the right arm high, and let's reach back and catch the top of the foot. So I like to hold my toes and kind of pull my toes forward to feel a nice stretch through the front of the thigh. Any amount works. Squeeze the left glute, and then shift the gaze up. Good, nice and easy release. Wave the arm forward, heel toe the right foot back to center, step to plank, and cycle through. Up dog or cobra, exhale, down dog. Step your left leg to the outside of left palm and take the right knee down. Heel toe the left foot out to the side, turn your torso to the left, float the left arm high, reach back and catch the top of the foot or your toes. Pull the heel to the sit bone, kind of roll forward on that right knee so that you're not right on the kneecap, and shift the gaze up. Good, one more big breath here. And with your exhale, slowly release. Wave the left arm forward, step to plank, and cycle through. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lift your heels high. Let's step or hop feet to hands. Come onto a seat and float your legs up for boat pose and Navasana. If you need, hands behind at the side of your hips to find some more stability. Arms forward, palms to sky. Shoulders reaching forward to keep that scoop through the belly. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1, across the ankles and squeeze. And then second set, legs up, arms forward, navel to spine, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg crosses over right, hug in and squeeze. Let's take the legs down and walk the sit bones back. Draw your right knee in. Bring the sole of the foot to inner thigh for Janu Shirshasana. Curl the toes back from your thigh. Rotate to face the left leg and float your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold over that left leg. 5 deep breaths. Ground into your sit bones, and with your inhale, lengthen your spine. Come on up, stretch the right leg forward, and hug your left knee in. Sole of foot to inner thigh. Roll forward on your sit bones, float your arms up, and with an exhale, fold over the right leg. 5 deep breaths. Keep a firm connection between your left big toe mound and your inner thigh. Ground into your sit bones, lengthen your spine, inhale, come on back. Let's scoot the hips forward and come to low down for a little bit of core. Take your legs straight up towards the sky. And we'll just take our arms at the side of the hips, and we'll just start with some little lifts. So with the exhale, you're gonna press the low back down and lift the sacrum up and down, and try and get the toes to lift straight up versus coming back towards your face. Use that exhale to lift, and let's go for 20. 15. 10. 5. And 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Reach around for your heels. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Okay, take your arms overhead. Reach your low back. Take your legs straight up towards the sky. Try and do that same little lift with the sacrum. So curling the pubic bone up. Let's bend the knees and let's bicycle the legs. Good, keeping those front ribs nice and tacked down. "20 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Take your legs straight up. Arms are going to come overhead once again. So root that low back, spread out your toes, find your yogi toes. And with an exhale, let's hover the left leg down. Keeping the low back rooted, feet flexed. And with an exhale, let's sit up and hold, arms to either side of the right leg. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg up, arms overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, root your low back. Hover the right leg. Spread your toes, low back stays anchored. And let's come on up. Arms either side of that left leg. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg up, arms overhead. Deep breath in, and full exhale. Okay, let's add in a twist. Hold the base of your skull, and keep your elbows kind of wrapping towards the side ears. Bend your knees, low back stays rooted. Let's extend the left leg and twist to the right. And then switch, and then switch, switch. 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Ooh. Hug those knees in, take a big breath. Full exhale at your mouth. And set the feet down, come into a bridge pose. Arms long at your side. Ground from the edge of the pinkies, upper arms into the shoulders and back. Keep pressing down through your arms. Puff up your chest. Take a full breath in. And with your exhales, lift your hips and squeeze your glutes. Good. Slowly release with your exhale. Hips come down. Take your feet a little wider and let your knees fall together. Just soften here. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. This takes a little rock and roll up and down along your spine. Go up one side and then the other. And then we'll cycle all the way through to find chaturanga. Cross the ankles, palms down, step or hop back, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Deep breath in and full breath out. Shift forward to a high plank. Let's come to lower all the way down to rest on our belly. Set your forehead to the mat and stretch your arms along your side. Shalambhasana. Ground the tops of your feet. Anchor the pelvis. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, lift. Lift your legs, lift your arms. Gazing down the tip of the nose. Reach back through your thumbs. And then begin to hug your inner thighs together. Match your inner big toe mounds. And stay here, interlace your hands for a bind. Roll the shoulders back, heart lifts. And let's hold 3 more big breaths. With your exhale, release, forehead to mat. Hands at the side chest, tuck your toes. High plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower. This time, stretch your arms forward alongside your ears. Thumbs face up towards the sky. Alternate lifts. Feet hip bone distance. Charge your legs so kneecaps lift. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, lift your right arm and left leg. Face hovers up off the mat like 1 inch. Keep your left hip bone anchored down and reach in opposition. 3 more big breaths. And with your exhale, release. Deep breath in. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Right hip bone stays anchored. Use your glute and hamstring to lift. 3 more breaths. And slowly release. Forehead to mat. Hands at your side chest. So get ready for an upward facing dog. If that doesn't work for you, you can take a cobra or a high plank. So point those toes, roll the shoulders back. We're gonna hold the up dog for 3 to 5 breaths. Drag the heart forward, roll the shoulders back, point your toes, chest forward, head forward, or tip the gaze up. Downward facing dog, roll all the way back over your toes. Take a full breath in and a full exhale. Good, shift forward to high plank. Balancing on your right hand, shift to face left for side plank, Vashisthasana. Work to stack the shoulders from right outer hip, lift up. Set your gaze to your left palm, and let's take 5 breaths here. Float your left arm alongside your ear. Option to float the left leg. Bend the left knee. You can find a floating tree pose here. Or step the left leg back for wild thing. Arc your spine, squeeze your glutes, send your chest forward. Pressure through that right palm. Slowly unwind, bend the knees, come all the way back and find down dog. Deep breath in and out. Shift forward, high plank. Turn to face right, side plank, Vashisthasana. Make sure your hand and foot are aligned from left outer hip, lift up. Gaze to the right. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right arm alongside the ear. Stay here, float your right leg. Bend your right knee and find your floating tree pose. Or pressure through the left palm, step the right leg back, Wild thing. Send your heart towards the front of the mat. Squeeze your glutes. And then slowly unwind. Bend into the knees. Roll all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full exhale. High plank, ripple forward. Exhale, slow lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your chin, round all the way back over your toes, down dog. Lift your heels high. You can step, hop, or float through to find a seat. And let's set up for Dandasana, staff pose. Take your hands beside your hips. You can take the flesh back, find a little tilt in the pelvis, and then press down through your palms. Send your chest up. Stretch your big toes forward, firm the thighs. 5 deep breaths. Good. Take the hands behind you, reverse your plank, Purvottanasana. Knees can be bent or straight legs. Zipper the navel, keep a little chin tuck, and with an exhale, lift your hips. You can keep the gaze up or gently lay the head back in the sling of the neck. Get your big toe mounds down, send your chest up. Breathing for 3, 2, and for 1, slowly lower the hips. Walk your sit bones back, realign. Firm your thighs, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, circle up. Hinging from the hips, exhale, fold forward. If it's available to you, you can grab your heels. And once your belly touches your thighs, you can begin to lay the forehead down, rounding the upper back. 10 deep breaths. Good. Returning hands beside the hips. With an inhale, lengthen your spine to come up. Let's scoot the hips forward and come to lie all the way down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. You can take a little roll from side to side if that feels nice. And then find a happy baby. Knees wide, hold your big toes or the outer edge of your feet. A little roll on the sacrum, side to side. Good. Take your legs straight up. Last core exercise here. Take the hands underneath the hips, backs of the shoulders root down. So from here, let's lower the right leg and tap, and then lift it up, and then switch for 20 full rounds. Lower and lift. Keeping that low back rooted into the floor. And a little point to the toes helps to just get the bottom low belly on board. 10 more. Slow and controlled, and just move in whatever range works for you, where you can stay engaged. 5. 2. And for 1. Okay, arms overhead. Root the low back down, deep breath in. Exhale, lower the left leg to a hover. Crunch up, arms either side of the right leg. And this time we're gonna pulse. You wanna think of pubic bone towards the bottom ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg up, arms overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, root the low back. Hover the right leg. Good, big breath in here.
Exhale, crunch up, arms either side of that left leg. Low back is rooted, and let's pulse pubic bone towards bottom ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg up, arms overhead, deep breath in. Full exhale. Good. Take your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Take your feet a little wider and find a little bend to the knees. So just allow your limbs to float in the air. Let's take some circles with the wrists. Circles with the ankles. Switch directions. And then fireworks, open and close the hands. And then shake it all up. Shake your feet, shake your hands, just shake off any energy that's weighing you down. And know that, you don't have to carry everything. And then freeze. Let your arms and legs float in the air. Backs of the shoulders root down, backs of the hips root down. Take a full breath in. And a slow exhale. Feel some of the fluid drain out of your limbs. You can soften your jaw. And just visualize this nice breath nourishing your body. And we're going to come to rest in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can take your knees wide, bring the outer edges of the soles of the feet together. And up to you if you want to take your arms wide, if you're feeling more expansive, like you want to receive energy, or bringing the hands to the belly for a little bit more grounding. And feel free to come right into Shavasana if you'd prefer. Legs straight. And just tune into all the points of contact from the body to the earth beneath. And allow yourself to be held here and fully supported as you rest. You can find a nice soft gaze or close your eyes all the way. You can release your cheekbones and soften your forehead. And as you come into your full, complete relaxation, and just letting everything go. Giving yourself these next few minutes to rest and digest, to restore, and find ease and comfort within your body.